Wanna play?
Here's Johnny!
I need a bigger boat.
What's your favorite scary movie?
We have such sights to show you.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Wanna Play. My name is James McKenna, and if you didn't see my Hellraiser ranking video, yeah, I got myself a new background. It's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, at least I think it's cool. Once again, I'm still wearing a hat because this haircut just won't grow back. But today, we're going to be doing another walkthrough. In today's walkthrough, in continuation of Rob Zombie's Halloween timeline, we're taking a look at Halloween 2. Halloween 2 kicks off as a remake. You'd think it's a remake of the Halloween 2, but it quickly turns into its own movie. This movie is amazing. It gets a lot of hate, and I mean a lot of hate. And I don't know why. This movie is honestly one of my favorites in the franchise. It's really good, what can I say? It has the most brutal, and I mean brutal, Michael Myers. Some say it's the scariest Michael Myers. Personally, I still do say that the scariest Michael is in 1 and 2. But this is absolutely brutal. This Michael just goes around absolutely nailing people. It's so brutal, and it's really Rob Zombie, I guess. And in this one, I do think that most of the Rob Zombie stuff, it really works. This is not nearly as Rob Zombie as the first one. There's no, like, insanely horrible dialogue. There's some throughout here and there, but it's not bad. And a fun fact about this one, Rob Zombie didn't even want to do it. He said that he was too burnt out from making the first one, but the studio convinced him because of money to make this second one, and they said that he can do whatever he wants. So this is, in a way, more Rob Zombie. I mean, there's a bunch of weird stuff, there's a bunch of weird plot holes going on. But yeah, this movie is pretty good. I really do like it. I like it a lot more than other people like it. I mean, jeez. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. We open up with Deborah Myers talking to some kid about a white horse. Oh, I guess that's Michael Myers. Hope you like white horses though, because this will come back a lot for some reason. 15 years later, so the same night as the last movie, Laurie walks like Carrie into Sheriff Brackett, once again played by Brad Dourif, who I kinda regret making the best character in the last one since he's so good here too. Laurie gets carted into a hospital where she asks if she's gonna die, which is intercut with Loomis getting carted away since he's still alive. We meet two of Rob Zombie's pig characters who are carting Michael away in an ambulance, but enough about them, how about the kills that they give us? Let's see, one gets killed in the car crash with a cow, and the other gets his neck slit by LL Cool J from H2O. Get it? Because he survived a gunshot to the head? Michael walks into his living dead mom and her white horse, and then we're reintroduced to Laurie who's chilling in a hospital bed. Then Octavia Spencer shows up. Cool! Laurie hobbles into Annie's room, who's looking a lot like her father right now. Get it? 'Cause Chucky. Anyway, this confirms that unlike in the original, Annie somehow survived the last movie. Nurse Ma starts bleeding from the nose before Michael in his new and improved mask shows up and absolutely stuffs her in what many, myself included, consider to be the most brutal kill in the franchise. Laurie passes by the dead dude from the Birds' wife so we can get another Halloween hospital chase scene. Laurie falls into a pit of dead people with some Shining music. Then Michael axes himself up like Jamie Lee Strode in H2O. Things quickly turn from a remake to an entirely new movie when Laurie takes cover from Michael in Buddy's office. Buddy tells her that everything's gonna be alright, meaning nothing's gonna be alright, proven when Michael stabs him through the back with the axe. Then wait, he kills Laurie too? Oh, it was all just a dream. Laurie flips out at Annie since she lives with her now before going to therapy where she says she knows Michael's dead since she shot him in the face. She then points out a painting that she says looks like a white horse, even though it doesn't. It looks like two white horses. Then Looney, Loomis, and his assistant pull up at a book presentation event. Loomis is some sort of weird, angry celebrity now because of the book I mentioned in the last walkthrough, and he makes a presentation about his book where nobody laughs at his jokes, and he calls everybody a cotton-headed ninny mug, and it's intercut with some pretty cool creepy shots of a giant maskless hobo Michael walking across a barren landscape. Then his dead mom talks to him and his younger self. Then Michael gets beaten down by a bunch of farmers. Hey, is he gonna let them escape? Oh, never mind, he slashes this dude's eyes. He kills the rest of the gang in some vicious and brutal ways. Michael also kills a dog, which is intercut with the Brackett family eating dinner. But I'll spare you the shots of those, because I'm also a good boy. October 30th! We get some more cool shots of this behemoth of a non-human being walking through a street sign, and then Loomis screams at his assistant, literally threatening to beat her before making a reference to another pleasant line.
Get your ass in there.
Then Laurie slits Annie's throat with a mini Mikey mask on? Wait, what the hell am I watching? Whoa, is this like some sort of... What is happening? Am I alive? Is she alive? Okay, what did I just see? Michael walks across some more cool land in another cool shot, and then Laurie and Annie have another screaming match, and Michael kills another naked chick. Now it's finally Halloween, where Brackett is reading Loomis's book. He starts to get pretty angry, then Michael comes across a giant billboard in the middle of nowhere advertising Loomis's book. Laurie starts to read the book herself, and starts to absolutely lose it when she reads that Michael is her blood brother. Then Loomis goes on a talk show where he calls Weird Al Yankovic Mr. Weird.
Mr. Weird. How are you, Alster?
The thing is, this might be the funniest bit in the entire franchise. I don't know if that's just me, but it had me dying laughing for like 5 minutes. There's also been a party going on where Michael kills another half-naked girl, but I only mention it because I would get yelled at if I didn't. Loomis realizes how much of a dingus he's been, and Laurie sees her mom and weird younger brother thing. Then, oh boy, Michael kills Annie in some slow motion, and even though the kill itself is entirely off screen, it's a super impactful death, as demonstrated when Sheriff Brackett comes home and gives us some of the best acting in the franchise.
Oh God. Oh no, Annie. Hey, God, no. God, please. Oh God. No! No!
Combined with the music in this scene and the home videos of a young Danielle Harris playing with toys, Rob Zombie really makes you feel this death, jeez. Michael chases Laurie out onto the street where he kills another dude and flips his car over. Michael carries his baby sister into a shack, and then the cops pull up when Loomis hears the breaking news. He heads over to try and talk things over with Michael and the gang, but he gets laid the hell out by Brackett, but just runs into the shack anyways. But Loomis doesn't see the ghost, which is kind of a plot hole, so he screams at Laurie to stop like he's some kind of drunk doctor in the 80s. Michael gets a hold of him and delivers the only line you'll ever hear adult Michael say.
Die!
And with that, Loomis is officially dead. The officers all light Michael to bits, but when Laurie heads over to end him for good, the police shoot her too! It's an incredibly sad ending with the three main characters all dead on the ground as the camera zooms in, but then Laurie gets approached by her mother inside of a sanitarium? Well, with that random scene comes end of movie. But don't go away yet, because it's awards time. Now the first award I'm gonna give out is gonna go to my favorite part. And it's a weird one for sure, but I'm gonna give my favorite part to all the shots that we have of Michael walking through that empty field. One of my favorite parts in movies is atmosphere, and I think that these shots, and this movie in general, has a really terrifying atmosphere, and this is some scary shots. You have some amazing direction from Rob Zombie here. You got the drone shot in that one Michael walking scene. I don't know what to call them. There's a bunch of different ones intercut with other stuff happening, but it's really cool. I do like all the shots of Michael just walking by himself. And it is weird when he comes across that billboard, because there's literally not a single sign of life anywhere else. That's just the one billboard. It's really weird. There's no reason for it to be there. Like, come on, Loomis, at least get the billboard in the middle of town. But I do really like these scenes of Michael just walking through, being an absolute behemoth, sticking out amongst all the land. And it's amazing. These shots are great, and that's why it's my favorite part. Now, with the rule I established last walkthrough, saying that if it's a remake, then I can give the same character the best character twice, because technically it's not the same character since it's a remake, I'm going to give the best character to Michael Myers. He's absolutely brutal in this movie. These kills that we get are absolutely insane. There's so much blood. Michael just has that knife, and he just over and over and over and over and over. Usually Michael's known for his just one stab. He just does a weak little stab, but this one, he makes sure that you're dead, and it's absolutely terrifying. combined with the absolute brute force that is Tyler Mane playing Michael Myers, the former pro wrestler, may I add, this is a terrifying Michael. And some people say that they don't like it when Michael doesn't have his mask on, but I think that just adds to the terrifyingness, scariness, I should say. This is absolutely terrifying. The Michael Myers that we see in this movie is, oh, I would not want to come across this guy, and that's why he gets the best character. I don't know, the worst character is probably that naked chick that Michael slammed through a window. I mean, why was she there? There's no reason. I mean, this movie's 2 hours. You could have cut that entire scene and the scene leading up that I didn't even mention because I don't even feel like it needs to be mentioned. I mean, you got the entire storyline without that one scene. I just had to throw that kill in there specifically because of this award. There's no reason for her to be in there, as demonstrated by the fact that I literally left her out of the entire walkthrough except for her death, because, I mean, why? It's just Michael killing a completely naked chick for no physical reason at all. It's just there, and so is the character, so it's the worst character. She has nothing. The best kill was kind of tough for me to decide. It was split through the nurse that Michael killed early on and Annie, but I ultimately settled with Annie because although the kill isn't really anything special, it's what comes after. The absolute sadness that they give us. This is one of maybe the saddest scene in the entire franchise. This is a really sad scene because of Brad Dourif's acting. He's just on the ground begging for his daughter, and it's so sad, and it's really emotional. It's one of the most emotional kills in the franchise, and the nurse is not really emotional. It's a good kill and graphic and all that, but it doesn't really add to the story. It just kind of says, oh, here's Michael, he's gonna be brutal in this movie. But other than that, I feel like it was really unnecessary. But this kill is just, oh my god, it's the best kill in this movie. Easily. Worst kill? I don't know, there's a bunch. Here, lady with no eyeballs. I mean, why is she there? Laurie's just walking out of the hospital, and there's just a lady with no eyeballs. Laurie has to open the gate with the lady with no eyeballs, and doesn't even react to her. It's like Laurie doesn't even see the woman, so I guess it has to have the worst kill, because Laurie doesn't even react to her. That's why it's just the worst kill. Scariest scene isn't a scene because it's just Michael himself, because oh my god, is he terrifying. This dude is huge! The biggest Michael in the series. Probably the best fitted Michael too. Him in his just ripped up clothes, his torn up mask. It's just, it scares the crap out of me. And if it doesn't scare the crap out of you, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You're probably a serial killer. That's probably what it is, because this dude is terrifying. The kills that we get in this, as I said, are just like, ugh. They're so graphic. Michael just absolutely wails on everybody he comes across. Except for his family, every single person this dude sees, he just kills mercilessly, and that is absolutely terrifying. Combined with the fact that he's a hobo, so he's just this random dude who's just out there, that's just, I can't even think of that. That is the worst. He is so scary in this movie. I guess I gotta give the dumbest moment to all the white horse nonsense. I mean, I don't know why it's in there. I don't think anybody knows why it's in there, honestly. I guess it's an excuse for Rob Zombie to put his wife in the movie, because, you know, she has to be in all of his movies, so... yeah, there's no reason for Rob Zombie's wife to be in there. There's no reason for the horse to be in there. They don't even break anybody out. It's not even used as a convenient plot hole fixer thing. Matter of fact, it only makes plot holes with the whole Loomis thing. So, I guess it only has to get the dumbest moment, because I do enjoy this movie, and this is really the only dumb moment that I really think is worthy of getting the Dumbest Moment award. So therefore, it's the dumbest moment, isn't it? I wouldn't say that there's too many iconic lines in this movie that stick out amongst the franchise, but I'm gonna give the most iconic line to Now, some people don't even remember this. I mean, there's a lot of, oh, Michael never talks. That's what everybody says, Michael Myers never talks, so people don't really remember this, because he does talk, but it's only one word, but I'm still gonna give it the most iconic line, because although it might not be the most remembered line, I mean, what is the most remembered line from this movie? It's one of the least remembered movies. I mean, there's nothing really memorable about this that sticks out amongst the franchise. So I guess this is the most remembered part of this movie. It gets a lot of criticism amongst fans of the Halloween franchise, but I think it's fine. It's a fine line for Michael Myers to have, him just screaming, "Die!" as he kills Loomis. I think it's pretty cool, so I guess it gets the most iconic line because of that. Phew. Well, there we go. No. 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 Oh, you're coming around that way now? What is this? Oh man, okay. You can kill me after. But I have to finish a video, okay?
Die!
Yeah, I know. I will, okay? Okay. Thanks for watching my walkthrough on Halloween 2. We're almost done this franchise. We have one more movie left, which we'll be looking at next Friday. Hopefully this comes out on Friday. I'm recording it later than I usually would. I hope it comes out on Friday. If it doesn't, then that's my bad, and I'm sorry about that. But next up, we're going to be looking at Halloween, the 2018 edition. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be amazing. It's one of my favorites in the franchise, easily. You have Jamie Lee Curtis coming back. The whole squad is back. John Carpenter's in there, and it's going to be sick. Halloween 2018 is going to be a good walkthrough. I can already feel it. Feel it in my bones. So, until then, thank you for watching, and let's say goodbye and good night. Bang to this timeline, and for this video, goodbye and good night. Bang.